Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to talk about the spreadsheet which I was supposed to make on the 15th of November. Let's just say I kind of forgot, and as I'm recording this as of right now, it is the 19th of November, so I'm a bit late to it. I deeply apologize. I just found it when I was scrolling through Twitter because I was pretty bored. And I found this and I completely forgot about the spreadsheet. So this is now part 10 of the VCT roster rumors, and no, it won't be going away until all of the roster changes has been confirmed. Then it will be no more. But this little series will still go on until all of the rosters have been confirmed. Now this video is gonna be pretty packed, so I'm gonna try and go through this very quickly. So this was the previous one. This was the 19th spreadsheet that Freeland made, and this is the new one. So as you can tell, it's been updated. You see the probability obviously still there as well. So no lot of changes from the legend, but the roster changes, a lot of them has been announced. So first one we'll talk about is so Sentinel C9, nothing really changed. The only change for 100 Thieves is that James IRL, formerly from C9, will be joining 100 Thieves. This also came from the little database that Riot made on the contracts, which includes the length of the contracts as well. So probably maybe also have a look at that in another video, which is actually pretty interesting. There has been, I think, like the max you can have is like a 4-year deal, which is from 2022 or 2023 to 2026. So pretty long deal from there. And there's also been like some interesting contract lengths as well. But either way, doesn't matter. James IRL, he's been rumored to be joining 100 Thieves, and I think that might be happening. The first one we need to talk about is NRG. NRG has announced their new roster from just a plethora of Twitter videos, and it basically came from the Optic guys. So obviously we did talk about Shet as he joined the team as the head coach, and this is their new roster. So obviously he will be coming back into the team, and then we have Finesse, Crashies, Victor, formerly from Optic Gaming, and then Artist, formerly from FPX. So Artist is indeed joining the America side to be joining with NRG. We need to wait for Thrifer though. That has not been announced yet, but it is looking pretty likely that he will be with the team. Still nothing on Tex or EU, but I think EU might be joining a tier 2 team. Have to wait and see about that though. Other ones, well, I mean, there's little stuff of Ethan you can already see there, and Zeke's as well. So, but this is looking like a really good roster. So I'm pretty excited to see how NRG goes this season. Another team which made some changes is Evil Geniuses. Now, they announced that they will be doing a 10-man roster. So currently, as of right now, they have a total of now 7 players. They will be keeping their core 5 players with Boostio, Reform, Jogimo, Com, and Apatheon. And they're going to be adding Ethan, formerly from NRG, and BCJ, formerly from Xset. Now, I'll be interested to see how this goes. Potter has also been confirmed that she'll be coming back into the team as a head coach. And as you can see there, Zeke has also been confirmed to be joining as the assistant coach along with Lin. We don't know if Lin is actually going to be coming back though, but pretty high chance that he might. But I don't know. I mean, there's other rumors as well that Superman and Valorant, they might be joining that team. Don't know who else though. But it'd be, I'm not too sure about how they're going to do this 10-man roster. Like, are they, like, I mean, obviously, I think there's going to be an A team and a B team. Obviously, the A team is the best and B team is the worst. But I'm not too sure how that's going to go. But we'll have to wait and see. But good pickups, though. Again, Ethan and BCJ. I don't know if, I think Ethan might be in the starting roster. I'm not too sure, though. I think Boostio, Reform, they might be on the bench. No idea though. We'll have to wait and see until we get closer to Sao Paulo and Brazil. Loud has also announced their new roster. Obviously, Aspar, Sardark, and Les. They're going to be staying with the team. and they're gonna be adding Kawasan and Tuz or Tuz. I don't know how you say his name. Tuzi? I actually have no idea. But they're gonna be joining the team as it was rumored a long time ago. It has also been confirmed that Fraud and STK has also joined the team. I think STK formerly from MIBR, if I remember correctly. And then Fraud, mostly well known from being the coach of 100 Thieves. Good roster. I think I'd say it is definitely a downgrade from last. Well, I guess say from the 2022 roster, obviously. But I mean, Tuzzy, I still don't know how you say his name. He has been performing very, very well with TBK Esports Kawasan as well. It's basically two very, very young players that they can obviously prospect and work their way up into the big leagues. So I have some prior hopes for Loud. I don't think they're going to do as well as obviously this year when they won the championship. But I think they're going to be a very respectable team for the America side. Another team which is also well, actually, let's first talk about Furia. Actually, Furia they announced today that Abel J has officially left and he will be now an unrestricted free agent. Other than that, nothing else. MIBR, they have announced their roster, so they're going to be having JZ, Frozen, Heat, Murs, RGLM, and Salzen. Heat, Murs, and RGLM, formerly from Vivo Keyed. Very interesting on why they got Salzen. I'm pretty sure they say his name. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know why they decided to sign Salzen. I guess it's probably because they need a sixth man, so they just got someone who hasn't played professionally in like I'm gonna say like 10 months or something. I'm just gonna have a quick look, but yeah, so yeah, last time he played professionally was with Rise Gaming, and that was in March. So he so that's eight months. Eight months. Yeah, no, 8 months. Oh, probably not even. Oh no, it is a long time. It's been a long time since he's actually played. I think he also retired for a bit as well. So I guess it's like the LA, like if we're talking about like Overwatch for a second, it's kind of like the LA Valiant when they signed Nevermind as a sub. Don't know why he hasn't played. It's like I think like I don't think he played but like, I think he retired before a reset came into the game. So very, very long time. And I mean, I'm excited to see how Heat goes. Murs, RGLM, I think all those three did really, really well with Vivo Keyed. Also you have to wait to see how Frozen and JZ does. Nothing on Denaro or GTN yet. I don't know. Is it Gustavo? I don't know. I don't know. I generally have no idea how you say his name, but I'm just gonna call it GTZin. Yeah, no idea about those two players, but MIBR has announced their roster, including BZK, who has joined the team as a coach. There's also rumors that Hiromi will not be joining MIBR. Never mind, take that back. Leviathan and Crew, nothing on those. I think Crew has basically announced their roster. Leviathan, we're waiting for Takalila, Shy, and King to be fully announced, and Onyo as well, and B Tony. But Mazzino, Nozwear, and Kazet, they've all been announced of joining that team a long time ago. So let's talk about Fnatic. They have announced their full roster. Chronicle has officially joined the team. Mystic might be joining back as a sixth man. We have to wait to see though. But I think it'd be also really good to see how they go. They're also going to be playing in the Riot Games 1 Pro Invitational, which I'm pretty sure is in Japan, if I remember correctly. So they're going to be playing in the Japan region, which is pretty exciting. It's kind of like how Team Heretics, as of right now, they're currently playing in India, including with Paper Rex, Rex Keon, and Team Secret, along with like Blade Esports and Bream Esports. They're playing over in India as of right now. So, like obviously because of the off season. As of right now, on paper, this is looking like one of the best teams. They've also kept a Mini as well as the head coach, so I'm really excited to see how this team goes. I think this team is definitely a force to be reckoned with, and definitely a contender for the kickoff tournament. I'm really excited. We'll continue on with the EU roster news because a lot of the EU teams actually announced like during this week, or like this month mainly. Team Liquid now. They have announced their full roster. They're gonna keep Soulcast, Yumpy, and Dimasic. I think Dimasic is gonna be the sixth man, And they've added Redgar and Nat, formerly from Gambit Esports or Mech, and then Safe, formerly from Guild Esports. So once again, a very, very good roster. I'm going to guess they probably paid Nat and Redgar a lot of money to join this team. Safe as well, I guess. But Yampy Soulcats being the only two remaining. Obviously, Scream and Navira, they have left to join another team. Obviously we'll be talking about them soon. The head coach, they're still going to be with Emil. Bacon Knight has also joined the team as the strategic coach after being the analyst for the team as well. And also the next tournament will be the Red Bull home ground at Manchester, so I'm definitely going to be watching that as well. Team Vitality is next, the first out of the two French teams in this in the partnership, and they've announced their roster with no French players. So they have added Sender, I think they say his name, Senander, I'm not too sure, and Bone Cold. Both of them will be staying with the team. They've also they've added 3 new players, 2 formerly from Ugly, that being Molsey and Destrain, I'm not too sure, and Twiston, formerly from Big. This is looking like a pretty good roster, very, very young roster, I think. I think Bone Cold might be the oldest, and obviously he's going to be the IGL. But I'm pretty excited to see how this team goes, and they'll be also in the G-Loot Valorant Clash of Grand Finals, and also the Red Bull Home Ground number 3, along with Team Liquid. They've also announced that Gorilla will be the assistant coach, and Strong will be the positional coach, along with Sala, who's already the head coach. So a pretty good looking coaching staff, I must say, and a pretty good roster as well. Might maybe, surprise some people. I think they're going to be very, very decent in Sao Paulo for the kickoff tournament. As for Europe, mainly it's probably just going to be just a mid-pack, I'm guessing, for Team Vitality. Carmen Corp, they basically signed some amazing French talent. Shin and Nuzira, both of them will be rejoining the team after obviously being inactive. Scream, Navira, and XMS have joined the team. Obviously, Scream and Navira, formerly from Team Liquid. XMS, I think he's formerly from Mad Lions, if I remember correctly. I'm just going to double check on that. But as what I've been told, yeah, Mad Lions, yeah. As what I've been told about XMS, he has been performing. He was performing exceptionally well during the VRL tournament. So pretty excited to see how he goes on the top stage now in Sao Paulo. What's kind of funny is that they now have $500 in total winnings after signing Scream, Navira, and XMS. I'm going to guess probably Scream, Navira, but they had a lot of money on them because they wanted to stay together, and they were in the top team of Team Liquid. So makes sense there. And now it's going to be the full French team, so I guess there's going to be a lot of French supporters for this team. So that'll be really, really exciting. PM and Zouch, I'm pretty sure they say his name. They're going to be with. They're still going to be with the team. They are currently playing in the VRL French Revolution Coupe de France 2022. But that is with their old roster. It's not with Scream, Navira, or XMS. It's with Takas, Mikey, and Millwall. So that's a little warning there. Team Heretics, that's the next roster. They're currently playing in the Invitational, like I mentioned before. They've announced their roster. Kellogg's and Mixwell, they were already announced. And they have added Zeke, formerly from Ascend, Boo, formerly from Oglu, and Avova, formerly from G2. A very, very exciting roster. They've also announced that Lowell has now officially left the team, and he'll be now an unrestricted free agent. But this team is looking decent. Obviously, one of the best in the Invitational. Maybe even alongside Paper Rex or Blade Esports, because Blade has been looking really, really good. So no surprises there, but very, very good roster for Team Heretics. I'm pretty excited to see how they go. I don't know what else to say, really. I mean, they've been, as I was about to say right now in the Invitational, they have been looking really, really good. Very, very solid. So I'm excited to see how that goes. They've also announced that Nilazino and Weber, or maybe it's Weber, both of them have also joined as the coaching staff. Line Pro and Noel, both of them have left the team as their coach. And Grabino, Sneak, and Puppy Fresh, they are still on the roster, but it's just only on the inactive list. Giants, I think no, there's one more team that ultimately we need to talk about. But Giants has also announced their full roster with Fatino, who's still with the team, and then Hoodie and Nookie, formerly from G2, Rhyme, formerly from Gen G, as he's going to be the IGL, and Cloud, formerly from Na'Vi. Once again, a very, very decent looking roster. I think it's definitely an upgrade from the earlier roster, and obviously, and Russ is still on the inactive list. But I think there's also been rumors that Russ might be joining the team as their sixth man. If that's the case, that'll be interesting. I don't think Russ is going to get a lot of play time. So there's Russ there, as he is looking very, very likely as he'll be joining, as he's going to be joining the team. But we really have to wait and see if that is the case or not. They've also added Pipson as the head coach. Latix and Vlad, both of them have left the team to join the other teams as well. I think I talked about Vlad. He's joined BBL. Latix, we need to talk about that team next, actually. But on paper, this looks pretty good. I think we'll talk about maybe in Sao Paulo. I'm not too sure, really. They're a bit all over the place, but I'm definitely gonna be keeping an eye on them in the during the off season to see how that goes. The final, actually, we need to talk about Foot. Foot, no changes right there. Now it's goes with BBL. I think Amdil. I think I say his name. I think he might be rejoining back the team. If that's the case. Koi. Famsi, he's looking pretty likely to be joining the team along with Trex, Starzo, Shadas, and Cordamenta, and Wolfen. And Na'Vi. Now we get to talk about Na'Vi, which I think might be a team to watch out for. They have basically signed the 4 FPX players of Angel, Shao, Zeppen, and Sagetsu, and then CNED, formerly from Ascend. Now, if you saw my last video, I did talk about this a tiny bit because the Na'Vi Valorant account actually had a little I'm pretty sure it was the eye emoji. So I was like, oh, okay, so they're probably going to be announcing their roster, and they did as soon as I uploaded my video. So I guess we talk about this now. Very, very good roster. I'm really excited to see how this goes. They've also gotten Dome Bros, formerly from FPX, and Latix, formerly from Giants. So they have also a very, very good coaching staff. This team's gonna be pretty hard to beat, especially in European. Guess maybe the teams that could probably challenge them is probably Fnatic, Team Liquid, maybe Carmen Corp, but maybe that might be a little bit out of left field. But definitely Fnatic and Liquid are the two teams which can challenge Na'Vi, but it'd be very, very difficult because of just how well and how amazing their roster looks. Obviously, the only bad thing is that they don't have artists. It's kind of like NRG that they don't have Marved or Ye, but obviously Ye has joined a different team on C9. Marved, I don't think he's going to be playing this season, I'm pretty sure. I think he's going to be spending time with his family. But I mean, CNED, he's a pretty good replacement for Artis, if I have to say that. But it'd be interesting to see how they want to integrate CNED into their strats and their plan of becoming very, very successful. So that's EMEA all done. Obviously, like I said, very, very crazy over there. Pacific is kind of the opposite, not a lot of changes there. I mean, because most of the rosters have been confirmed. Zeta Division, Detonation Gaming, Genji, all those be confirmed. One team I do have to talk about, though, is T1. Because they have announced that Carpe has officially joined the team as their 5th man. Now, this was the GOAT that, who was it? It was a Stunner, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Stunner who tweeted out the GOAT, a GOAT emoji along with like the rest of the player names. And I was like, we didn't know who the GOAT was until Rumours started to pick up that Carpe was actually the GOAT. Obviously, Carpe, he has had a large following in the Overwatch League, and obviously he is a former Overwatch League pro. Played for the Philadelphia Fusion, which I think they're owned by T1, or T1 has an association with Philadelphia Fusion, so I'm pretty sure, am I right on that? I'm not too sure, but I know Tucker, who owns the Philadelphia Fusion, I think they kind of like did like a thing where they just transferred Carpe into the Valorant T1 section. I am really excited to see how Carpe goes. I think he's going to be playing Smokes, it looks like. Yeah, so controller, so he's going to be playing Smokes. I'm very interested to see how this roster goes, because they have 3 former Overwatch League pros of Munchkin, Sire Player, and Carpe. So, have to see how this goes. Munchkin's gonna be the IGL, so maybe Munchkin might do something about it, but I'm excited. I generally hope that T1 actually does like is part of an off-season tournament, because because I'm really excited to see how, well, because I kind of just wanted to watch this roster just to see how they go against the other, I guess, like other like teams, that's maybe from Ascension or even some partner teams as well. So but you know, on paper it's looking good, but if we talk about it, like in the Pacific region, I'm not expecting a lot from this team, I'll be honest. They're looking maybe mid-pack, maybe in the below section as well. As for the rest, DRX, nothing. Team Secret, nothing. I'm still surprised they have that now. Have they actually officially, have Team Secret officially announced their roster? I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it, but apparently they have officially announced their roster with Envy and Lenny. So, alright, I'll just believe that. Then Paper X, nothing. Rex and Keon, nothing. Talent Esports, nothing, even though they're going to be in a tournament with Z Division, DRX, and Gen G, which could be exciting. And Global Esports, nothing as of right now. So, that is really about it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys next time in the next one. Goodbye.